Hello, my dear students. So here is question of the day. Topic is gravitation. So my dear students, JEE Advanced is not about routine questions. So it is about depth of understanding. So some problems are designed to reshape your thinking, strengthen core concepts, and reveal ideas you have never noticed before. So today I am presenting the concept booster, right? A carefully chosen problem to elevate your conceptual depth and analytical approach, right? So a very important question, beta. First, let's see the question. So a solid hemisphere of radius r of volume mass density rho and a concentric hollow hemisphere of radius 2r and mass per unit area sigma are arranged as shown with their bases lying on the same plane. Means bases are lying in the same plane and we need gravitational force of interaction between them, right? So what is the gravitational force between them, that we need to find out. So it means with the help of some external agent, that system has been placed, right? And in this system, between these two hemispheres, we need to find force of gravitational interaction. So gravitational force is required between the two bodies, right beta? So try this question for 2 to 3 minutes and then we will see its solution. Okay? Right. Now let's discuss its solution. Now, dear students, if you see this question here, first we need to identify some symmetry here, right? So obviously, when you are trying to do brainstorming, so it is very much clear that with the help of integration we cannot get anything. Or even by integration we can get, but that type of higher mathematics we cannot use because that we have not covered in our syllabus till JEE Advanced. Okay. So brainstorming angle is what? We need to identify the symmetry. That is the thing. Okay. Now to show you the symmetry, I am showing you these two pairs, pair 1 and pair 2. So in pair 1, what we have, the given arrangement, and pair 2 is a slightly different arrangement when the two shells, their direction are on the same side. Okay. Now force of interaction between pair 1 is the same as the force between pair 2 by symmetry, and that is our crux point of the problem, right? Now how we are going to use this point, or how these interaction force between the pairs are same. So let's see. Now suppose this element I am keeping inside a complete sphere, complete shell, right? Now I know net field inside the shell is 0. So if say our smaller shell is A, that bigger shells, half shells are B and C. So force between A and B must be equal and opposite to force between A and C. Yes, or then only net force on A can be 0, right? So force between A and B should be equal and opposite to force between A and C. So A and B is basically what pair? Pair 2. A and C is basically what pair? Pair 1. So that is point number 1 that we have identified by symmetry. Now point number 2 beta. So what I can do, if I am bringing another solid hemisphere like this as is present in the question, so then what we are obtaining, a complete solid sphere. So for complete solid sphere, it is very easy to obtain force acting on the shell. So already we have obtained force between 1 and 3 same as force between 2 and 3. So what I will do, I will find total force on 1 plus 2, right, acting on 3. That I will find and I will divide it by 2. So that is the basic concept behind this question, which is a very important point, right? So force between 1 plus 2 and 3, this force between. So that is G at location of 3 multiply by mass of 3. So that is force, and that is what scalar sum of the forces, right? That is force basically in the radial direction. This force divided by total area, that is what pressure. So that is pressure acting on shell 3. Now this pressure multiply by projected area. So projected area in what direction beta? So if you consider any two elements, so vertical components will get cancelled out and horizontal components will get added up, right? So in the horizontal direction we need to multiply with the projected area. So projected area in the horizontal direction is pi into 2r square, right? So G at the location, Gm by r square multiply by mass of 3. So that's the mass of 3 sigma into 2 pi into 2r whole square, right? So by that what we are obtaining with this force expression we are obtaining. Now our answer should be half of this value. So answer should be 8 by 3 G rho pi r to the power 5, right? That is the answer. So any part in the question not clear, please write in the comment section. Very important concept. Okay, right. Thank you, beta.